Hello, everyone, and welcome to my anime presentation for the social science honors track. For my thesis, I chose to research anime and society's perception around it. The goal of my study was to increase the understanding of the cultural perceptions of anime and also to identify the factors bearing on its popularity. I examined the visual appeal of anime as well as cultural, sociological, and historical perspectives. I also looked at how potential viewers think and feel about anime. In this presentation, I will go over the history of anime and its entry to the US market, as well as dive into the methods and results of my research. So what is anime? It is basically Japanese anime programs, and it can be targeted for children or adults. And it could contain applicable themes to these age groups. A famous animator by the name of Osamu Tezuka created Astro Boy, from, as you can see from the top right-hand corner, who and this anime was widely accepted in the United States. This series of anime, for example, delve into themes of civil rights movement, which capture both children and adults in the United States. Anime has tied with Japanese culture fantasy by considering race, ethnicity, and gender characteristics of the characters. It explores love and death, war and peace, as well as the historical past and far future. In recent decades, anime explores ancient Japanese legend and adds to the contemporary twist. Um, Anime has also unique sound compared with Western animation, as they use traditional instruments such as the samisen and wood clappers to invoke feelings of tension and impact. The original consumers of anime are Japanese citizens, and there are some strong advocates of anime called Japanophiles who, who have organized campaigns to keep the originality of series intact before distribution. And So anime has reached into the US market in the 1960s with famous TV series like Astro Boy, as well as Speed Racer and Gigantor. As mentioned in the last slide, these series took on subject matter that wasn't similar in the Western animation at the time. Anime helped contribute an unnoticeable mindset in animation in the sense that both children and adults can employ animated content, can enjoy animated content. During the 1980s and 1990s, anime was distributed to a niche audience through fan translation in the US that provided English subtitles. This process was known as fan subbing, and they would use VHS players, I believe, to distribute them to other people. So fans were motivated to participate in the global community by fostering the localization that it later gained recognition by all age groups through the internet, and it and they were even expos as shown with this picture at like Anime Expo. However, there can be limitations of who watches anime, of how people view anime, and it may not be that widely known to some people. So, so for my research of people's perspective, my focus research is on people's attitudes and perceptions. I also checked how frequently people watch anime on a monthly basis, different aspects on what may or may not keep them interested, and the viewing interests of Western animation, including those who do not watch anime. I also reviewed any stigma associated with anime. So I have gathered at 378 respondents who consented and filled out the survey from Amazon Mechanical Turk. I used that website to have a Qualtrics to send my Qualtrics survey in there, and everyone had to be at least 18 and over and be a U.S. and be living in the U.S. The survey was comprised of 18 questions total. The first 14 questions relate to anime and the respondents' experience with other forms of animation. The last 4 questions asked for the respondents' demographics, such as age, race, gender, and education level. It is important to note that if a respondent had never heard of anime, the respondent would skip the anime questions altogether and move straight towards their experience with Western animation. I was very pleased with the response volume and results of my survey. I found that a majority of perceptions towards anime were positive with a strong appreciation of Japanese culture. Most respondents watched anime on 1 to 5 times per month and were most interested in the plot and storytelling aspects that anime has to offer its viewers. Viewers were least interested in the soundtrack of the episodes and the artwork of individual characters. So let's check some graphs. With this graph shows the frequency of respondents have seen anime in the last 30 days. As you can see, the majority of respondents watched anime 1 to 5 times in the last month, while there are still a large number of respondents who did not view anime in the past 30 days, and the graph gets lower and lower based on the frequency getting higher and higher. There is still a considerable volume of individuals who watch anime 6 to 21 times a month. In my research, I asked respondents to rank their perceptions of anime based on several favorable and unfavorable attributes. These attributes included if they considered anime to be cool or uncool, popular or unpopular, entertaining and boring, easy or hard to access, mature or childish, smart or unintelligent, and whether anime was inclusive or exclusive. After viewing all of the results, I found that the majority of results skewed towards the more favorable attribute. I have pulled these 3 charts to highlight the top attributes that respondents correlated to anime. These attributes are cool, entertaining, and popular. As you can see, people tend to lean more towards the cool, popular, and entertaining aspect rather than the uncool, boring, or unpopular aspect. Anime has also developed a strong international community. This chart shows the actions individuals have taken after viewing anime. As you can see, many respondents were inspired to read manga or light novels, learn about Japanese language, and buy merchandise relating to anime. I also found that many viewers immersed themselves further in Japanese culture by learning the Japanese language, talking on the internet social platforms with those of common interest, and participating in anime conversations around the world. A common stigma around anime is that an individual may be ridiculed for watching it. In this question, I asked viewers who do think they can be ridiculed, people can't be ridiculed of anime, whether or not they've been ridiculed personally for watching anime programs. A majority of respondents said they were ridiculed from time to time, with the second majorities saying they are ridiculed frequently for watching anime and taking part in this phenomenon. Uh, I also wanted to try and understand other viewing habits of anime viewers to see what other forms of animation and also non-anime viewers to other forms of animation and non-animation they enjoy. Whether an individual view anime frequently or infrequently, all respondents can agree that they enjoy Disney movies. I ran across tab report to find correlation between viewing habits and aspects of anime that appeal to viewers most. This report considers the following aspects of anime: storytelling, plot, quality of animation, artwork of characters, artwork of setting, personality of characters portrayed, relatable themes, notable voice actors, and music/soundtrack. These aspects were ranked by respondents who have watched anime anywhere from no times as long as they heard of anime to at least 21 times. After running this report, I found that there is a more statistical significance between times viewed and the aspects of storytelling. The more an individual watched anime, the more the more interested they were in the storytelling and plot. Across all respondents, everyone was least interested in the music and soundtrack of relatable themes. So, in conclusion, anime has grown to be a worldwide cultural phenomenon over the past couple of decades. With the assistance of the internet, its popularity has only increased through social platforms, which has enabled fans to share their interests around the globe. Through its popularity, anime has grown to a point that it has built a community globally that appreciates the art form. After my study, I can conclude that anime is indeed a worldwide phenomenon that has increased in popularity due to the internet and social platforms. Anime has grown to a point that it has created an international community of supporters who watch anime almost every day and talk about it in everyday life. Many viewers own anime merchandise, engage in online chat platforms with other viewers, and learn the Japanese language. So, and here are my resources. Thank you for the time, and I would like to hear from your comments. Okay.